Vikings at Packers.
I'm going to take Green Bay as a home favorite to win and cover -6.5. This is about Jeff Hafley, Green Bay's defensive coordinator. He has built a very sound defense, second fewest big plays surrendered in the league. Over at least one takeaway, at least one in 5 straight games. So this is about Green Bay at home, where everybody's defense is better at home against J.J. McCarthy, who I don't think, in the face of this defense, can play clean football. He's got multiple picks in 3 of 4 starts. His completion percentage is under 53% this year. He is a quarterback that needs to play with confidence and a lead. I don't think he will. I'm going to go with Jeff Hafley's defense to create some offense. Packers win and cover. It's a lot. It's a division game, 28-20.
Yeah, this game is juicy. I'm so happy that like division games are kind of back to being like legitimately competitive and stakes and drama and like weird storylines right now. I feel like for a while there was such a lack of intensity within divisions. The Giants nothing, the Commanders nothing, the Broncos, the Raiders nothing. The Green Bay Packers and the Vikings and the Lions and the Bears, especially the Bears, were nothing for a while, but like there was competitiveness, but like, you know, the Packers were definitely always on a plane of their own relative to the other teams. Then the Lions only recently kind of got things going. And now even a game like this where the Minnesota Vikings are clearly not playing their best ball, right? And they're figuring some quarterback stuff out. This game feels like it could be weirdly competitive, especially because of how great the Vikings defense has been. And the Packers have been in a lot of random close games with seemingly random teams, but at the same time, teams that it makes sense that there would be maybe like at first you maybe felt like, well, that's weird. Why the Packers should have destroyed this team like the Panthers? And it's like, well, I don't know. We just saw the Texans and the Bills, the Packers and the Cardinals, the Ravens and the Browns, the Eagles and the Packers. Like a lot of these games are becoming close for all different reasons. And so I always try to think about like, you know, what am I looking for from a team, especially a team that I believe in, like the Green Bay Packers, right? Like it's like, okay, I believe in you. And so it's like, what am I looking for to either reinforce that belief or to start to feel uncomfortable in that belief? And, you know, a divisional game, the whole, hey, it's a divisional game, of course it's going to be close, blah, blah. Like that's always a secondary analysis for me. I don't use that as my jumping off point. Unless it's two truly competitive teams going head to head or teams that like have a lot of juice to them. Like that's kind of where I'm at with the Cowboys and the Eagles right now, where it's just like those teams are so competitive with each other, and that offense is great for the Cowboys and the defense is great for the Eagles. I'm just kind of like, this game could go in so many different directions right now that it's just I don't know what my takeaway would be depending on what the outcome is. And for this game, it's like J.J. McCarthy has had such a specific start to his career. And the Packers have had such an interesting unfolding of their season as well, where it's just like, I just think the Packers just need to win, right? In terms of for you to continue to have like the confidence behind them. It doesn't have to be this perfectly clean game. It doesn't have to be winning by 8 or more. It does, you know, it's like, I think you'd want to continue to see J.J. McCarthy struggle and have issues, but I don't think J.J. McCarthy is this big, gigantic bust like Colin keeps trying to emphasize. And it wouldn't surprise me if they can start to build momentum, get some comfortability, if Kevin Unnell can start to, you know, earn his check and start to put JJ in more comfortable situations, run the ball more, etc. You know, kind of take a page out of Matt LaFleur's book, quite frankly. And, you know, will he be able to do that? And it wouldn't surprise me if Brian Flores has some trouble in store for Jordan Love and the Packers, right? So, this game again is one of those games that I'm definitely kind of like, I don't know. I think if the Packers are a great team and if they're a true contender and they've just kind of had a few random hiccups or they just haven't really built their momentum quite yet, then I think at the end of the day they win this game convincingly. Even if it's a close game, right? Even if it's a 3-score game, a 3-point game. If the Packers are legit, they should still show that they're in control, that it's like, yeah, the Vikings are doing some nice things. Yeah, they forced a couple 3-and-outs. Yeah, Jordan Love took a rough sack or whatever and almost threw an interception, and it just bounced off the hands of someone on the Vikings or whatever. And yeah, JJ McCarthy got like a couple drives going, but like you would still have the sense of like the Packers are in control. The Packers are in control. They're clearly the better team, etc., etc. But to be fair, the Vikings, I do think they're well coached. Even if I've disagreed with some of the approaches that Kevin Unnell has taken, 99% of the time, this team is ready to play, and especially the defense. And that's what makes this game really actually exciting for me, is just the wild card of JJ McCarthy. Don't know what to expect. Truly don't know what answers Kevin Unnell has in store for his rookie quarterback, his pseudo-rookie quarterback. Brian Flores, I just think, he's going to want to hunt down this Packers offense and force Jordan Love in some difficult situations. So I'm just excited to see how this matches up. I know Colin kind of highlighted the Packers defense against JJ. And like I always talk about, when you're a great defense, when you go up against a young quarterback, you make him look like a young quarterback. But weirdly enough, that's not the matchup that I care about as much right now, especially because I'm just looking at the Packers through a slightly different lens currently. Because they went from, hey, is this team a great team, to, dude, they're the #1 team. They're the Super Bowl contenders, to, H, we probably got a little too high on them. They were probably about like top 5 to they're not even top 10. I mean, it was just like, whoa, that like talk about a full circle of a year. So, yeah, they're favored by a pretty sizable chunk right now. And I think that's mainly because people are, they're factoring in, they don't think JJ McCarthy's that good, but it doesn't mean that he can't play good, right? Doesn't mean that he can't have a game that he's really successful. And when you're a young quarterback, that's just the ultimate question mark going into any game. Any game. So I'm excited for this game. I'm more excited for this game with the way how JJ's been playing. If it was like a more set quarterback, like bigger Mayfield or something, someone that's just been more consistent, because it's the ultimate wild card. It's the ultimate wild card. So I'm all for it. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Packers taking down the Vikings 28-20, according to Colin? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get into some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.